It's the Jobbers Tears Podcast.
Welcome, Jobber Nation, to another interesting episode of the Jobber Tears Podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR. Here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Blacc. We do have some major announcements with WrestleMania coming less than a month away. We are gearing up to an amazing WrestleMania week, starting with our brunch and video game party hosted by no other than LAX at Katra. So once again, for more information, you can hit us up on the Jobber Tears Podcast Instagram page, Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. And then as I announced earlier this week, we have WWE legend Al Snow hosting our WrestleMania 35 viewing party at Legends. So two big special announcements that we made. We hope everyone can come out. So whether if you're going to go to MetLife or you decide not to, come through the Legends. And then once again, those are in the tri-state area as we kick off WrestleMania week. Come through, have some brunch, play some video games, and have a good time with us and LAX. Also, during WrestleMania week, my good friends at Battle Club Pro are hosting their all-female Icons 3 show in Brooklyn, back at home on that Wednesday before WrestleMania. So for more information, you can go to battleclubpro.com or follow them on Facebook and Instagram as well. So shout out to Joaquin and Elijah and the team at Battle Club Pro. Anything else going on, guys, before we do kick off the show? Before I do forget, we did lose a legend in the game, King Kong Bundy, who Enzo thought was George the Animal Steel. Who the fuck confuses those two? Enzo Amore. But anyway, we do once again want to send condolences to King Kong Bundy's family and all the fans that has watched him throughout his career. And then also, I thought it was interesting because I actually did not know this. So Luke Perry, who's an actor, had passed away, had a massive stroke and passed away about 2 days ago. His son actually is a wrestler. His son wrestles for Bar Wrestling. He's like one of the top guys, up and coming indie stars coming out of California. And he also just recently signed to AEW. So once again, prayers and condolences to Jack Jungle Boy Perry and the Perry family. Anything else before we go into Behind Gorilla's position?
Wilkins ain't got no job?
So A, we are not going to glorify the fact you don't have a job. B, we are not naming the title of this podcast episode, Wilkins ain't got no job. So that stops there.
I'm happy.
But you don't have to.
I'm not the corporate world. I'm a free bird. I'm
my
like
nigga out here.
On the streets.
That's not an example you want to go by. So
like our tag team, we need a job. Yeah. Leo and Wilkins. Leo and Sir Wilkins.
That nigga can barely take a chop.
Well, he can take chop. You trying to die in the ring? No, he can be the hot tag.
Oh, okay.
I can take the bumps and stuff and knocking people out, and then
he can take the hot tag, but then he'll fuck it up.
But shouldn't it be reversed? What? She takes all the bumps and you clean house. But he don't know how to take a bump.
He don't take a bump, so that won't work. But speaking of bumps, I just clicked to me. Those that are in New York this weekend, the night before our viewing party at Legends for Fastlane, Warriors of Wrestling is having their show in Brooklyn this Saturday. My good dear friend of the podcast, Isaiah Wolf, will be facing Shane Strickland. It is one of his dream matches that are coming true. So I wish my dear friend the best of luck. And those that are in the area and in the city this weekend, go see an amazing show. They also have Ted DiBiase and Virgil there, and a few other people, legends and other superstars there. Who? Isaiah. Oh, I just announced. Hey, I just announced your big match. I'm super, super proud of Isaiah Wolf. We've definitely seen, the upcoming over the years. So I think this match is very, very important for everyone to actually be there and support him and to see.
Alumni of the show,
So, wait, what?
He's alumni of the show.
Yes. We got to get some... Guys, those that are watching on the live feed, what I need you to do for the next few minutes, write who you would like to see come on the podcast and be a guest of the podcast. It could be an independent wrestler. It could be yourself. I'm actually curious to see, I prefer more wrestlers, but I would actually, or referees or managers, someone in the wrestling community. I'm interested in seeing who you guys would like to see on the show. So Put that in the comments below and YouTube land as well. So let's start off with opening segment behind Gorilla's position.
I ain't got no sound with Joe the third.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's weird not having you interrupt me with the horns and shit. But I was doing it in my brain, so that's why I kept pausing for a second. But we're gonna open up our opening segment behind Gorilla's position and talk about our OMG moment of this week. So what was just recently announced that Tommaso Ciampa, who is current,
Isaiah said that he's working on a surprise for y'all.
You working on a surprise for me?
He said y'all, not you.
Well,
That's collective
me?
group.
Well, I'm a part of the group, so me. A surprise? What kind of surprise?
It won't be surprised.
You can't just don't give me a hint. I don't like surprises. Anyway, so as I was saying, that is what she said. I don't like surprises. So Tommaso Ciampa, who is the current NXT champion, will be going under for neck surgery this week, unfortunately, and it's a huge. It sends shockwaves throughout the wrestling community because, once again, he is the current NXT champion, and he's been on Raw, on the main roster, kind of in the shuffle with him, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, and Ricochet. So it is rumored that, good old Uncle Dave rumored that after the surgery, Tommaso Ciampa can be out anywhere between 6 to 14 months. So we are talking some serious time about a serious neck injury that he's probably been, that's probably been lingering, and he's been waiting and then putting it off for a long time. And now the time is now. And it's just such an unfortunate time because right now is like, it's WrestleMania season. He still is current reigning NXT champion. So my question to you gentlemen, what does this news do for the state of the NXT title? Like right now, there hadn't really, and once again, we have TakeOver Brooklyn coming up. What do we see happening? Do we see him vacating the title and them doing a tournament? Where do you guys see the NXT title going after hearing this news?
I guess I'll go first. Isaiah said put someone on the show. That's a surprise. That's your hint. Put someone for the show.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But she's not going to be at the thing.
What do you mean?
Not going to be at this match.
No, I know that.
Okay.
What does A have to do with B?
Okay.
He can't bless us with somebody for the show?
All right, no problem.
Because I won't be here?
No problem.
It's not my fault. People turn 30 all the time, B. All right, go ahead.
I ain't worried about NXT because this is a perfect opportunity to, like what we all usually say on the show, for someone to grasp the brass knuckles.
Brass ring?
Brass knuckles, brass ring.
Oh, those are very two different things.
Two different things.
They're all brass. So, listen, I don't check fact on the show. A lot of stuff I say is just made up half the stuff.
No, we know that, but brass knuckles is an actual object. So
That's a weapon.
we know that's an actual difference.
You use it. So like I was saying before, it was just like, I ain't worrying about it. It's a perfect opportunity to, like, probably they say to have a tournament. Get somebody that's been working in development for a while to be in the tournament and take that Mustafa/coffee role. So it's actually pretty good because it makes NXT extra must-see now. Like, what they're going to do now. Now, NXT is every week they're going to watch like, yo, what's going to happen next? Because we want to see who's going to be at NXT TakeOver for WrestleMania. So they're in a great position. I hope him a speedy recovery. But it's just like in sports, next man up.
All right, so before you answer, who would you like to see become the next NXT champion? Because keep in mind, they literally, and I think it's almost, I don't want to say a shot in the foot, but they literally took their top 4 guys and removed them. So now, you still have the likes of Adam Cole. Dream just took the North American title. Who else is really there? I can't even think.
Keith Lee, that Stoner dude.
Matt Riddle.
They have a lot of people there.
So who would you like to see become the next NXT champion?
To really cement their legacy in NXT, and everyone will agree with me on this, it got to be Adam Cole. Because at this point, he needed that NXT title to really cement his legacy there.
Okay.
Because basically he's the first United States and North America champion. Not only just need his crew as tag team champion, now to really set him over the limit, like, all right, he did everything. He put the brand on his back. He got to win that title. And if he doesn't win, next man up to really give him that extra push, that reps to like buzz to really like, all right, you basically only one next man up also is Dream. Imagine him have the double title. Imagine basically something like, yo, I'm that nigga now, son. Like, I'm that nigga. I took both single titles. Stop me.
I think that would be over a little bit cute.
It wasn't a problem with Seth Rollins, did it?
No, I thought it was. I thought it was a huge... I've never really been with somebody being dual champion besides Jericho, but then they end up unifying it anyway, so it made complete sense.
I'm a huge fan. D'Lo Brown was the first ever inter-Euro champion.
He was like cross-country, cross-continent.
Then after that, Jeff Jarrett was for a night until he get the European champion to Sexual Chalk and Mark Henry. Next person did it after that was Kurt Angle, and he ended up losing at WrestleMania. It was like 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah. So I like double champions. It's something unique. You know, shout out to my son. What's that dude's name for Ring of Honor? He actually did it before Seth. He was consequent though. He was a consequent Creed.
I'm about to be like, because that definitely is Xavier Woods.
I forget this black man's name.
You talking about Jay Lethal?
Jay Lethal, yeah.
Because he's the only black man. That's why I was like, oh no, well you have Kenny King, you have Jonathan Grant. You have lots of black guys in Ring of Honor. But okay, your thoughts on the state of the NXT title?
First, it sucks for Ciampa. Another thing would be how it's a great opportunity for Adam Cole. Adam Cole's the most complete package there. And they love him over there. They absolutely love him, and for good reason, obviously. I think he's one of the most talented people to ever step into NXT. And that's just my opinion on that. He should be champion. Fuck with people, champion should be Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Like, that would be, holy crap, what the fuck? But having Adam Cole the champion, and then, get the rest of them a couple of titles. We'll go through that whole thing when he kept saying he's been promoting that we're all going to be dripped in gold in 2019.
Okay.
What he keeps talking about. So that makes sense for him to get the title, and then the rest of them get titles as well, like the North American title and the tag team titles. But I really want Matt Riddle with that NXT title.
Just so he can say, suck it.
Yeah, because Matt Riddle is another type of athlete. Like, he's the future of what wrestlers look like. Like him, Ricochet, are the future of wrestling, professional wrestling. Like, the look, the way they move in the ring, that's like the future.
I don't think so.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do think so. Like, that's like the prototype of what most future wrestlers are going to be moving in the ring and like looking in the ring. Like that cross between MMA type of look, like type of bodies. I mean, obviously you don't have the bigger dudes that you always have, but Matt Riddle and Ricochet are like the future of like sports entertainment. And I'm super excited to see what they do with the NXT title. Once again, Matt Riddle is like that dark horse for me to win that title.
Okay.
To pick up what you're saying though, as far as the future look, no. I think that how they define of everyone moveset will feel like a created character. They are like the true definition of that. Like, they are so over the top with their moveset, everything like that. As far as moveset wise, yes. As far as look wise, no. Because we live in a world that everybody's so diverse.
No, I'm not saying that that's the only one. But when it's the size, the definition of how they look, their muscle definition, they're not bulky guys. Ricochet is probably not even 210.
He's definitely under 205.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Matt Riddle is probably not even 220. He's probably a little bit less than me. And I'm not saying that's like people who aren't going to be big. Like, look at Keith Lee that you mentioned. But
agile as fuck.
Agile as fuck. But the thing is, what I'm talking about is look at Aleister Black. Look at Gargano. Look at Ciampa, we just mentioned. Look at Ricochet. The top 4 guys that just moved into the WWE roster, how do they look? They're all in a slimmer type of
like
look.
Leo. We're just a little bit more muscle.
They do not look like Leo. They look like he's starving.
Shit, I'm sorry now.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see once again what will happen with the NXT title. I think WWE hashtag, you already know TakeOver is known for ladders. Punishment Martinez?
Yeah, that's what Word Like 25 said.
Oh, he's from Ring of Honor. He got signed.
Oh, him, yeah.
He's like a tall, lanky Spanish nigga. But he's like huge. He's like the unfortunately, he's like Spanish Baron Corbin size, kind of.
Oh, so like he's out.
But just a little bit better in look and size, and he moves.
I remember, like,
he moves very different.
I don't have Baron Corbin on a shirt. I don't like how Baron Corbin looks.
That's actually. Oh,
that's what I
really
read.
thought about that.
The reason why they have him still in the Express outfit is because they don't like how his body looks.
Well, no, because him without a shirt is just weird. It just does not go together. But I think once again, Brooklyn is well known for some good old ladder matches at TakeOver. I say put the title vacant, put it in a ladder match, see what happens. All right, let's move on and talk about who is new to the writers' table. So as everyone know, we spoke about good old Brother Love, Bruce Pritchett joining creative, but then now also Ultimate Warrior's wife, Dana, has now on a trial period joined the creative team. So what are your thoughts on a female, even if it's a trial, you know, she may not have the wrestling background, but she is the wife of a wrestler. What are your thoughts on her joining the creative team?
What are they doing with her exactly?
So she, from what I read and looked up, she basically kind of went to Vince and said, I need a job. Vince in response said, full-time, part-time, like what are you looking to do? Because as I think the facade of Vince being like an asshole, you know, having this type of like montage about him, he's like probably one of the nicest guys in the business and will help where help is needed, especially a family of, you know, a wrestler. Yeah. So he basically kind of gave her the trial period as a job, like saying here, like, you know, and it's something that, you know, she hasn't written for, you know, wrestling, but she's been a writer. She has a blog. She's, you know, I think she has published a children's book or something like that. So she has writing experience, and she's always, in the statement that she wrote, writing has always been a passion of hers. So, thoughts?
I guess they didn't go into details too much because I couldn't find exactly what she's going to be doing because it just says trial period.
Yeah, like she's shadowing writers right now, kind of probably putting 2 cents in here and there.
I mean, I wish her luck because that shit ain't easy. Like, as much shit as we, as wrestling fans, give the writers, like, oh my God, they suck. The amount of stuff that they have to do, you gotta be built for this shit. So, there's 2 types of it. There's home writers, the home team, and there's the away team, people who travel with the staff constantly. And the away team is usually the people that, like, who are the more experienced ones. And the home people is like, kind of, you're at home, you type up and send your stuff in. I don't know what to say about this because they didn't go into real detail of what it is because we don't know if she's going to be on the home team or the away team. But you said she's going to be shadowing people, so I'm assuming she's on the away team, working with the company and traveling along with them. But it's also like, yeah, you wrote a couple books and a couple children books, and were you really, yeah, your dad's the Ultimate Warrior, but were you really a true wrestling fan? Because some kids, yeah, my father was a wrestler, but I'm not really into wrestling like that.
I mean, look at the $1 billion owner of AEW. Yeah. His son is a fan, not him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So maybe she does. So she probably has some way into the business. And when it comes down to it, when it comes to writing, is basics when it comes to you have 2 people in a room, you have to have a conflict. That's the whole basis of like writing, especially for a television show, which is what WWE is. What?
Finish.
What are you looking at?
Finish.
What are you looking at? This is what? So yeah. So that's the basis of what writing a television show. You have 2 people. You have a conflict. Can she do it? I don't know. And I'm not gonna shit on anybody in their dreams. She came and said I need a job. Vince said, yo, you think it right, B? Alright, here you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Wish her luck. Thumbs up. Yo, your daddy. Husband's a warrior, was a legend. Cool beans.
I'm gonna say this as far as that is, everybody was complaining about there's not a diversity in the writing room. And them having a woman from outside in and having a perspective, you don't know her mind is. She might look at it as like, why you have these women do the same exact story like over and over and over.
But they already have women on the writing team.
But
I'm just saying.
Jesus. It's a good thing to have. I have real brain fart. It's a good thing to have diversity, and just like someone just said on the live feed, it was just like a lot of people from Hollywood writers, so they only know how to. Man, listen, man. Let me go off the cuff with this. Listen, a lot of these writers, what I've seen is reason why I don't allow to fault them because we don't know how much good ideas they actually have. That doesn't like. The person ahead of them may not like it and say, do this, that, da. Vince may not get the idea as someone who translates to him, probably not doing a well job. And having her on the writing staff, she comes from different worlds. She comes from being a wife of a wrestler. So it's a good thing because I'm looking forward to this new era. Like they said before, a lot of people say, WWE do this, blah, blah, blah. But you see that they are doing changes. And you don't know how many other wrestling wives on that writing squad. This is probably not something new to them, probably something common. So, like I said before, her having her there, I have a lot of hope, and I see that they're trying something new. Because what they're doing before is not helping.
I don't think they're trying something new. I think it's more like, hey, she writes, she wrote a couple books. That means she knows what conflict is and how to portray conflict through words. So toss her and let's see what she does. I don't think it's anything new though, because most of the people are from that pedigree of background where they wrote for websites, they wrote for TV shows, they wrote books and stuff like that. So it's nothing new. It's let's see where her mind is at. Let's see if she has a talent for it. It's basically like, yo, I'm throwing this shit to the wall. Let's see if it sticks.
All right.
All right, so let's move on to, as everyone, if you may not know, March is Women's History Month. So every week our Superstar Spotlight will spotlight a female independent wrestler. And this week it is going to be no other than the fearless Willow Nightingale, who is from New York, Long Island, New York. She trained out of New York Wrestling Connection Training Academy by Mikey from the Spirit Squad, which I didn't know, and Bull Dempsey, who used to be on NXT. And then just after 6 months of her starting her wrestling career, she debuted and she's wrestled for other promotions such as Fibro Wrestling, Dynamite Championship Wrestling, and CZW, just to name a few. And she also, if you have not watched Women of Wrestling on WOW on Access TV, she's one of the girls on there and goes by the name of Eye Candy. She was on about a few episodes and they just renewed for season 2, so hopefully she gets to go back. And then she also, hopefully, she just had neck surgery. So we wish her a speedy recovery as well. So always the question to you gentlemen, what is a dream match with Miss Willow that you would like to see?
You know what? I was going to see her in a storyline where it's kind of off the Trish and Mickie James storyline, but not as lesbianish. So I can picture of her trying to be best friends with a wrestler like Tamina, because Tamina is kind of stiff. So, and Willow's a little bit more agile from when I've seen her in the ring. Mm-hmm. I could love her seeing her in a storyline where, oh my God, Tamina, I love you. I want to be your friend. Let's hang out. Like real ditzy. Like come on, let's be friends with me. Like that type of whole thing, because she's had such a bubbly personality. Mm-hmm. And Tamina's like, nah, B, you're not cool with us. Or she could try to join like the faction of like Nia and Tamina, and it kind of flips. Remember when Nia was being like shitted on by Alexa Bliss and Mickie James? Talk to me, WWE. So
nigga ain't got no job now, so you can.
I need a job, B. Call me. I want a career.
But listen, yeah, this is gonna be the ongoing joke this week.
So yeah, like He's like, yo, can I be friends with you? And then like there's a flashback of when Nia got played by Alexa Bliss, and then she realizes that she's acting just like Alexa Bliss. And then they join forces. I can see them. They're all kind of thick, and they all got curly hair, big. Like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Mr. Black, who would you like to see Willow go against? That makes it worse.
Not to say her and Awesome Kong. I feel like how that it will be a good match because Awesome Kong will really build the viciousness out of her, and you won't expect that from her because she's such a bubbly person. So when she actually in a match, she's just like, it won't be awesome. You won't do this side third. It's just like, she finally accepts the match, and they go balls out, hardcore, just on some like, yo, we're gonna do this on some Gail Kim versus what's his name, Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong in the Lethal Lockdown matches like that, just like this, just going at
Just
it.
the real bitches in a cage.
Yeah, cage matches are great.
But you know, when you said Awesome Kong, it made me think of her character on Glow. And I would actually rather see
Welfare
the two
Queen?
characters
No.
go at it. Yeah, Welfare Queen and Eye Candy, I think it'd be dope.
Welfare Queen, getting that money.
Well, you can't say
Did
no, that
the
was
new
mine.
season start?
No, not yet.
When did the new season start? I want to watch it.
I don't know, not
I'm
yet.
super excited. I watch every time Glow comes on. I legit watch it in one day. Like
Yeah, no, I
one sitting.
can't binge watch.
I binge watch all the time. I'm a binge watcher. Get some Chinese food when I'm feeling dirty.
It's not time for you to get chicken and broccoli.
No. When I feel dirty,
Did you get chicken wings and pork fried rice?
no, pork fried rice. No. I gotta cut down that swine, dude. I ain't got no job. I can't have a heart attack out here.
Nigga, you gonna have a heart attack with a job. Oh, you better get some.
I'm doing a joke until I get a job.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
Nah, I get egg fried rice.
That's stupid nasty.
No, it's not. Do you eat eggs?
No.
No,
That's why.
But don't put the eggs in, they make eggs in the rice, or it's like they
Yeah.
put it on the side.
They put an
No,
egg
they
fried rice.
put eggs in the rice.
They put some. And I get the egg fried rice, chicken egg fried rice. And I get the chicken wings, chop it up with the hot sauce and ketchup all over it. Hood classic. Because when you chop it up, it seems like you got more food.
I realize that's what it is, because I'm like, it's the same shit.
Oh, I love.
Oh, I love dumplings.
Yo, I went to a spot with Jen called Drunken Dumplings.
I don't know if it's a spot me and Alicia went to. There's some spot in Chinatown
It's not in Chinatown.
that
We don't go to Chinatown. Go to West Village for Drunken Dumplings.
No, it's not in West Village. It's like in between Chinatown. It's like right off a canal. And it's so good though. The dumplings, you get them steamed or fried. It's so good.
Yeah, so I got this deal.
Yo, Joe the Third said what up? Joe the Third said what up?
Okay.
Why are you yelling at me?
Cause he looking at me like I'm
I don't know
crazy.
who that is.
That's why, yeah. I was like, I don't know what that is
Steps on the
either.
docket?
Let's talk about, we're gonna end off our opening segment with the rumor of this week. So last week we spoke about Arn Anderson departing from WWE, and now the rumor has it is the last straw that broke the camel's back was the fact that he allowed Alicia Fox to wrestle under the influence of alcohol, which I am not surprised.
Why aren't you so not surprised?
Because, I mean, hashtag WWE, don't shade. Every time I see Alicia Fox, she's been drunk. Literally, every time. Every time I've seen her,
She obviously has a problem.
intoxicated.
She obviously has a problem.
Like,
And she needs
and
to.
it's one thing, like, to have, like, well, you guys don't drink like that, but it's one thing, like, drink and have a good time and, stuff like that. But literally, every place I've seen her, intoxicated. And I tell everybody in the chat, I was like, yo, she low-key an alcoholic though on the low. And nobody believed me. So I was just like, well, all right, then fuck it then. But then now, with this rumor popping up, and she wasn't backstage for Raw, there's no word on, what ramifications she may go through. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on what this potential could do to her career. Because, when you think about it, she's definitely been in a company more than 10 years. She's definitely been a workhorse in that sense. She's been loyal to the company, even though she hasn't. And even her new, kind of switch up on character.
Arn Anderson probably felt that, she probably did it before. It's like, she could do it. Found out and that's he got fired. It's just like, end of story. There's not much to say about it. You know, like, we don't know. You understand? We really don't know. We all just go by, like you said, like you said earlier, like, I don't know if she's really alcoholic or not because there's no proof of it because it's not on camera, right? So it didn't happen.
You said that.
No, she said that.
No, but I'm tight because you know who I do have on camera being low-key drunk? Mickey James. And she was with her. Damn, should have called her. But literally, Mickey James spun out like low-key drunk at McMahon's. It was after fucking like Takeover or Raw or one of those things.
Posted.
No,
I have to find the video though.
Show me that video. But because
It's a small little clip though.
I mean, listen. Let's say she is alcoholic. I don't know what's going on with her because it's just like she has been consistent on TV for years. And when she was wrestling, she did 5-minute matches. So it was just like she's not taking much of a bump on her body during those times. So, why are you shaking your head?
What are you getting mad for? No, you finish your thought.
So it's just like, kind of at this point, how I feel about it is just like, yo, listen, if it's true, WWE has the program to get her help. But we don't know that how like, I missed my point. Go ahead.
Yo, listen, she's been injured multiple times. That's why her career you see her on and off on TV. That's one of the biggest reasons why. Number two, this is definitely crying out for me. She's trying out for some help. She has a problem. So, and I don't know much about Arn. Big old Arnie. Did they call him Arnie?
No, don't call him Arnie.
They probably do call him
The
Arnie.
fuck?
I know they call that nigga Arnie. Let's
No,
talk about
they
Arnie.
don't.
Let's talk about Arnie for a second. What I'm hearing what Arnie did, that he pissed off Vince a couple times with some shit that Vince didn't like.
Correct.
That's what I heard. And like you said, this was just the last thing that brought the camel's back. Now, as a wrestler, and when you're in a match with somebody else, you are giving your body, because I want to talk. I'm going to talk loud, because I need to get this point across. When you're wrestling somebody, you are giving your body to that wrestler. And that wrestler's doing the same thing to you. So, you come in drunk into a match, that is dangerous. You're already at a point where wrestling is already dangerous, now you're drunk. That's not good. And I understand niggas got problems. So I don't expect them to release Shorty because she doesn't deserve that. Because obviously, like you've been saying, like what we've been noticing, Shorty got a problem. So you need to put her in the program to make sure she gets help. Now Arnie, big old Arnie.
That definitely is not his name.
I don't know fuck. We calling him Arnie today.
No, you're gonna call him Arn.
I'm calling him Arnie then.
You're gonna call him Arn Anderson.
Like, he's calling him.
Nigga,
One of the four horsemen. Like,
One
you
of the
better put
four
some
horsemen.
respect on his name.
One of a legend. But nigga, you
The
fucked up
fuck?
with that.
But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the whole when Jeff Hardy did it.
Yeah.
And Eric Bischoff to this day, he said it on the Hardys, like, what was it, 24 or something?
Yeah.
And Eric Bischoff mentioned, he said that like that was one of the biggest regrets he had was, you know, letting him go out there like that. So that's why he had ended up coming out. So if you ever watch the clip of like Sting and Jeff Hardy, you see Eric Bischoff come out and talk to him, telling him like, yo, go to the back. And he didn't, and he said no. And then he tried to plead with him and stuff like that. So I feel like as much as I love Arn Anderson, I feel like as an agent, I feel like as someone behind the scenes, it is your responsibility and your duty to look out for both people involved. Like, you can't just be reckless and just think that just because the person, you got to go with your gut sometimes.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes your gut could be wrong, sometimes your gut could be right, but sometimes you just got to kind of go with it. And I think the gut feeling should have been like, this probably is not the best thing for her to do. Let's not have her go out.
Yo, me and Arnie gonna have some sandwiches because we both don't got jobs.
Not Arn. Oh, he don't have a job. Oh, I see what you did there.
So we and him gonna get some heroes, and we're gonna talk about what we did.
Let's not talk about bread. I can't have bread. All right, so let's move on to our WWE recap. We are on the home going weak
Shout out to me and Arnie.
for Fastlane. It's not on. You better put some respect on this.
I respect him.
On WWE Hall of
That's his
Famer.
nickname. That's his nickname.
That's
Arnie.
it's not his nickname. His nickname is the
For him.
Enforcer. Like,
For
what the
him.
fuck?
I know his wife be calling him Arnie.
No.
How you know that?
Come
How you
on,
know
son.
that? How you know that? You
Because
been
that
with
just
them?
that
You
sounds
been
too
with them?
close to, okay, now you pushing it and you reaching and you should have a seat somewhere else. Like,
I am sitting somewhere else.
no, somewhere else.
But how you know that?
But it
But how you
sounds
know
too
that
close
has-
to, like, it reminds me like Ernie from Sesame Street. Like, I'm
Wow.
like, what the
Wow.
fuck?
Wow, because no, let me
See?
straight. It's like early to you, so this is why you put in the prejudice on there.
No, I'm putting it where it's respect his
I'm
name.
pretty sure his wife calls him Arnie.
Exactly.
Okay. So since you got time, slide in that DM and ask him.
Let me get that orange.
Wow.
Yeah, let me get that orange.
So let me ask you a question.
Wow.
That face you make, do you make it during sex?
Fix it up, man.
The way,
Like you try to
come on,
look
camera, come
like
on,
you
camera,
try to
come
look
here, come here,
sexual.
come here.
Stand right there.
You try to look.
Come.
No,
Doesn't matter.
Your lips are always like that.
You
It's
Come right
okay.
here and do the face. Come here.
I don't know what face I mean.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. When you put your head down and you squint your eyes.
It's like you try to do like a sexual chocolate like look. Like you try to embody Drake, but you
It's
don't.
the picture for everybody who don't know what look he gave. It's the picture that we had 2 episodes ago when like how that is the homeless hunter. The picture's like this.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always do that. When you say something really sexual, you go, so you like that? Oh.
That I can do that.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, now walk away. Now walk away. That's creepy. That's how you bag girls with that face?
With my face?
No, like with that face though. Nah, I mean,
What's your
yeah.
face? With this face?
I don't use no special face. I just do my. I don't know how.
Listen, yes he does. Yes he does.
I'm about to be like, you
Yes, he
definitely
does.
have
Yes,
been
he does.
with him.
Every time in a situation he said something mad dumb or something only sex, he go like this. And the girl said, what?
I'm so mad that's still your
So just
ringer.
like how he does that, he go like this, and the girl said, what do you mean? Like, oh, he start like, oh, he bends his hands up, face go, whoa, face go really wide like this, whoa.
They like it sometimes.
I didn't say they didn't.
Well, Leo is out here bagging chicks left and right, so.
Somebody doing something right. All right, so let's talk about Raw this
Who is
week.
highly underrated sports page? Who the hell is that?
Isn't that the one that changed his name?
No,
and
it's not
then-
him. He's a consistent follower. But go ahead, what's Raw?
Wait, why you say that? What'd he say?
Because like he said, Leo, how to catch a predator looking behind. That is so true though. You look like
Yeah.
Catch a Predator episode.
Yeah.
Like, you're the type where we like
Like, don't ever get caught up with Chris Hansen, like, for real, for real.
no, the day that I see you on that show, B, I'm gonna say, you see, son, I warned them, son. And how I know it's you, it'd be the
But see, I
would
would know. But see, I know it would never happen because he would have to travel.
Oh, it
He's
is
not
World
traveling
Life
far.
25.
See, yeah,
So-
I said that. I was like, he
quick
changed
question.
his name.
So who is Joe the Third? You on 2 accounts, B? You gotta pick one.
Wait, you got a stalker
I
account?
looked him up. It's not him.
So who is Joe the Third? Because
You
I
should
haven't seen him in a
ask-
minute.
ask-
Joe the Third, reveal yourself.
Yeah. And his a private account is fact. I mean, like a female. Like,
Oh, he's smart. The fuck? You don't want to have random people following
females
you?
have to be private because they don't want everybody to see they.
No, my shit is private because I don't want. Yeah, you actually, you know what? You're right.
I don't know why.
I just said it. She agreed.
Yeah,
It
no.
was just like, okay, my thing is this way. When it comes to private time,
Like, if it's my life, I choose who I want to share with. So that's why it's private. I'm making a choice to choose who can see my shit. Not a whole bunch of fucking weirdos.
you see, Joe the Third is doing both accounts, but thanks for the numbers,
What?
baby. Thanks for the numbers.
What?
Joe
What is
the Third is World Life 25. He's on
What is
2
his
accounts.
life? What is his life?
This is why he changed his name from World Life. No, he changed his name.
This nigga said-
No. He changed his name from World Life 25 to go with his page. He actually has like a reaction page with different stuff he reacts to. I watch it sometimes too.
Okay.
Pretty good show.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
my man said, like, what is he doing with his life? Like
You
that
got
ass.
2 pages just to look at the live feed.
I got 2 pages too.
To look at the live feed?
I mean,
You have 2
got other
pages.
numbers.
Why do you have 2 pages?
That's none of y'all business.
You have a second page that don't
I have
nobody
a lot of
know?
stuff that happens
That
to
is
me.
creepy as
No, it's
fuck.
not.
Like,
No, it's not.
A lot of kids have burner accounts.
No, it's not.
what is the deal with burner accounts though? Like, so you have a burner account?
Listen, man.
Listen, as long as you're not out here catfishing bitches, you can have 2, 3, 4
I'm a
accounts.
sexy nigga. Why look like catfishing these hoes out here?
Leo's picture. The picture where he has behind the purple.
I should do that one day. Like, I should basically.
No, you
catfish
should
that
not
picture.
catfish at all. That's what I'm
You get
saying.
too much pussy off of that.
No.
Whoa.
You know what? I'm making an account.
Actually, it's probably like a social experiment
I'm making an account.
on the low.
You know what? I'm gonna do a social experiment with like a dime piece chick and you.
What you mean? Wait, what you
You
mean?
got too much time on your hands now.
I mean,
I got a
he
job.
definitely got way too much time with his saying now.
You're going to get way more pussy. Like, let me just tell you right now. Do not have the job, you get way more pussy.
Ooh,
don't want
not
it.
over here.
I don't want any more pussy.
Boy,
I have enough.
boy.
Do you
at the
realize
end
who
of the
bitches
day-
is
I
damn
have
show?
one, and I'm okay with that.
And she has another one pussy.
Oh, okay.
So you work on those.
Got you.
What?
No, Leo.
What?
I mean, no, you don't want to be the dude that, you don't want to be that broke dick. Because after a while, broke dick gets
Wait,
left.
like
Nah,
broke,
you can have
like
money and fuck.
Wait.
No, you just said that you get mad coochie when you're not having a job.
Yeah.
No female gonna deal with broke dick long
I
term.
mean, you don't have to.
Well, no, he's not talking about long
You say
term.
he's broke?
Listen,
You say he's broke?
if you've been unemployed for 3 years, my nigga, money's not coming in after a while, B. That's broke dick.
I mean, unless you got odd jobs, but I mean,
That's
if
broke dick though, son. Listen, females nowadays past a certain age, they want stability. They want a man with benefits, real benefits.
I will agree to that.
So at the end of the day, you can't be slinging
But
broke
then
dick
you still,
whatsoever.
but then you have the reverse where you have someone that could be in their middle 30s, had all the great stuff. Now they don't, and now all they want to do is fuck. They don't give a fuck if he broke or not.
broke dick turned to oops, I missed my period, and then broke dick becomes broke baby daddy.
No, I don't know if broke
Trust
dick
me.
necessarily is in that
Trust me.
order.
Trust me.
It's not in that order at all.
I don't think so either.
So you're saying this: a broke nigga who been broke for years, right? Coming to girl, right?
Well, you're asking
And
the
you-
wrong person, because for years though, my nigga, for like you haven't had any part-time job like 4 years.
Yo, listen, I know niggas who haven't been working all they depend
Are
on
they
SSI.
street niggas though?
SSI.
Are they
Who
street
get
niggas
SSI
though?
checks?
Yo, listen,
I mean, you got
man.
disability.
Street niggas
No,
do that
listen.
shit.
How do you get an SSI check? You have a
That's easy.
Because if you living at home and the person at the home is getting the SSI check, you're gonna end up cashing a check for them.
No. Here's the thing.
Wait, are you
Here's
saying the
come up.
individual has SSI?
Yes, listen. Here is the come up, right? When it comes to SSI, though, son.
What nigga you know is in
Let
their
that
30s?
finish. Let that finish. I want to
I
hear
know
what
mad niggas who's on SSI, B, slinging that broke SSI
In their
dick.
30s.
In their 30s. They happy
Well,
about
let him
that.
finish. Let him explain
30s,
this.
40s, 50s.
Let him explain
Females
this.
are like
50s
that.
is,
The females are like that.
pushing
Listen.
it.
Listen. Listen. It's really true though. God does look out for children and dumb niggas, right? Dumb people, right? Let me explain to you. You go to the office, right? Like certain stuff, you can just say that. Listen, I have X, Y, Z, blah 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 blah. This, that, and the third. I have a mental. I'm crazy. This, that, and third. This is how parents put their kids on SSI because they say that there's something wrong with my kid. Put them on medication. You get a certain amount every month. It ranges for different amounts depending on the case. So if a child get put in special ed and put on medication, that's SSI right there, dogs. That's SSI because you can say that how that nothing wrong with that kid mentally.
Please hold.
What are you doing?
I'm asking Jess, because I don't think she does. So I'm like, I'm never
You just gonna call Jess on the podcast?
question. Oh, I know.
Oh, dude, that would be cool.
Yo, call her.
No, I'm not gonna call her.
Call her.
First of all, I'm not about to put her OD business out there, but
So why you texting her then?
And you said her name.
Exactly.
there's a whole bunch. That shit is common.
What if somebody knows her?
Exactly.
Once again, shit is common. I can know 2 Jessicas. I can know 3.
Nah, B. If it's gonna be a personal business over, nah, B. Nah. I'd rather not be.
Hey, if that was to be the double support, I deleted my personal account last year. SSI check is disability on the spectrum. Person has to be on the spectrum.
Exactly.
Look, didn't guys?
That's why I'm saying that was
Yeah,
right.
John.
Because I would say it was right. Listen.
I'm out here looking like Leo.
Listen, all I'm saying is this though. Niggas be tricking the system, B.
I just want to know what personally 30-year-old nigga you know is on SSI.
I'm not telling their business. But
You don't have to say their name. I just want to know how did that come up?
Internet or phone bill.
Huh?
to even watch it.
But SSI check be fine, dude, bro.
Yo,
they got
but here's the
check.
thing.
They got good check, B.
But here's the thing, though. But like, that's for the month. So if you type, but then again, have SSI living on SSI, you get your basically your whole rent paid. Like your bill be like your rent be like $91, dogs. Sometimes even less, $30. So, like I said before, the government look out for children and stupid niggas.
No.
No, the government looking out for the wrong
And
niggas.
then
The wrong nigga be out here getting these SSI checks.
Exactly. Like for example, right? I could have got SSI while I was out, but I had to be out for a very lengthy amount of time. If I was out for a whole year, they'll pay me every month SSI.
well, because you were on disability.
Huh?
Because you were on disability.
Nigga, you were fucked up, B.
Yeah,
You
like that's
you
a-
hooked up to a machine. That makes sense. Not if some grown ass nigga like Leo who got nothing wrong with him.
Oh, okay. So she clarified it. So yes to what you're saying, it is true to what you're saying, but but the thing is, it is still like how everything else in America is. It's an income-based situation, just like housing. So is disability. So she makes too much money to get disability for him.
So you all right?
Yeah, no,
so
I'm valid.
nigga out here not working like Leo and me. They gonna be out. They gonna go to the place and be like, yo,
like, for example, I'm gonna give you a crazy example. Let me put you on, son. Like, if I don't really my mental illness as an excuse, but if I said that I had like I was super
Bless
off
you,
with the
bless you.
If
The
I was
fuck?
super off with the government, they give me a certain amount every month, right? Boom. And on top of that, I could work a certain hours part-time at a job. So that's a second income coming in.
Yes.
So on top of that, you know, if like nigga you scratch your balls in my face, nigga, then you
Why
know
do you
I'm
look
looking
so
at you.
close,
So I'm
though?
looking at you like this.
Why were you looking at him though?
Because he didn't say like this.
First of all,
That's
being
why.
sneaky would be turning the whole chair around in the fucking corner
Why
and
you-
doing
why-
that
why
shit.
you scratching your
Stop
balls
scratching your
like that?
balls.
Shout out to
I did
2020
like that.
podcast.
I would have done like this.
Oh, shout out to
can we
2020
get off
podcast.
this SSI check shit?
No, I don't know how we got to it, but I was very intrigued because I was just like, what 30-year-old nigga is continuously getting SSI checks?
So this niggas out here be that's doing it.
But are
Female
these
cheating
hood
system.
niggas?
Yo, look, there's one girl that I actually talked to, right? She like had that they had 3 kids, right? And like she knows the system probably better than me.
Oh, she got
'Cause she
broke
got 3
pussy?
kids.
She got broke pussy?
So you was fucking broke pussy.
No, I wasn't.
You were fucking broke pussy.
wasn't.
You were fucking
I
broke
wasn't.
pussy.
I
You
never had
inside
sex with
that
her.
broke
You
pussy.
thought about
You
it.
inside that
Of course,
broke
I'm a
pussy.
nasty nigga.
You inside that broke pussy. You inside that broke pussy.
How is
and
that-
You fucking broke pussy. You
Wouldn't that be
fucking
random
broke
if
pussy.
we like did like a
Inside that broke
mixtape,
pussy.
like a Jabba Tears mixtape
Saboteers
of
mixtape?
like all the random like little crazy sayings we've said in probably the last
inside that
year?
broke pussy. You inside that broke pussy, and you fucking broke pussy, and you fucking broke pussy. You loving broke pussy. You loving broke.
But what if
pussy.
2 people are broke? Does that cancel out broke dick and
but
broke
you really
pussy?
can't live a great life though on SSI checks though.
I feel yeah.
You can't bring a break life because like it's a restriction on your.
Well, it depends on
But-
what. It depends on how you.
I forget.
It depends on how you perceive what a great life is, though.
And on top of that, like here's the thing though, if you're on SSI, and that's all you depend on, the food stamps, B. And now you've added a kid to the equation, boy.
But once again, all of that stuff is income based.
But here's the thing though, you get week checks for your kid, B.
Wick.
WIC.
UIC.
You
I
get
know.
WIC checks, and after that, you get stipend for daycare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying though? And after that, they will give you like
Welfare queen at his finest.
Then after that,
Facts.
and on
That's
top
what
of that, they
he
give you a
aspires.
furniture. They give you a furniture voucher.
They give you furniture?
Boy, furniture.
My nigga,
voucher.
what?
Wait, so what?
Wait, what?
Wait, but I just wait
You been fucking mad broke pussy,
mad broke
son.
pussy. Because
You
why do
been
you know that
fucking broke
you're
pussy.
mad educated
What
enough?
do you fuck with? Like you fuck with all the way broke.
Whoa.
No.
First of all, my nigga over here, your level of
You
broke.
fucking homeless bitches.
Exactly, please.
But they don't.
Please.
But they don't let me refuse the handout. Like,
No, please. So like, your level of having sex with girls, they're living on the street. Like, what's worth to live on the street?
I just want to know. I just want to know. Do 2 broke people cancel themselves
They
out?
broke.
Wait, time out. Y'all niggas arguing about who fucking broken bitches. Y'all just arguing about who's fucking broken bitches.
my bitches are better. Like,
Whoa.
They live on the streets, B.
this is not handouts.
Say, boy, they live on the street and panhandling, boy. Excuse me?
Wait, whose hand? Oh, like the government. Oh.
Boy, they put people's hands out. Oh my God. Money. And then when the same goes every day,
He looks so
offended. Have sex with them.
He looks so
They take showers in Port Authority. They can shower if they want it.
Wow.
They can go to
You're really.
I just really like the fact that you really are a stand-up person for the homeless. Like, you're an advocate.
All right. What's today? Wednesday? I think it was Sunday night. I was in this city up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why?
So this is homeless ladies on 11 Union Square.
So you're saying this. So you're saying this. So you're saying this.
Awesome life.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
might have sex with a girl who lives on the streets. There's a possibility that she had all these STDs, right?
I mean, you can have all that in-house.
Compared to a girl where she's like, you know what, I may be on SSI, but yet she's got that Medicaid. Her fridge is stacked with food because she got the food stamps, and on top of that, they give you what's thing? They give you cash on the benefit card too.
Yes. Okay, so wait, my last question. You Wait, no, wait.
Please.
So I just want to be clear, though.
So you got the bitch that don't want to hustle, then just get shit? Like,
that was kind of like my question, though. Like, my question was going to be, so wait, you would rather...
Nigga, that's nasty. That's bad hygiene.
Wait, but I just want to
And
know...
you probably have sex with homeless girls, B?
But wait, just to be very clear...
You don't pay!
Wait, but just... No, wait. No, wait. But just so that you're not ignorant, not almost all homeless people don't shower and stuff like that.
When it comes to that, because the reason I know so much, because a lot of girls I know who are friends of mine, they've been through the system before. They either was in welfare.
So my question would be
like that, but yet they're not like that no
Wait,
more.
but my question would be this: so you would rather fuck a bitch where your tax dollars are going to, so you're essentially paying her shit and smashing.
Listen, I don't have sex with girls like that.
No, I'm just saying you had
I know them.
This argument is my broke bitches is better than your broke bitch.
They're
homeless. This argument is.
They're homeless, and he's defending them. You have sex with homeless girls like it's lit or something like that.
I mean, they're still people.
No, they ain't lit.
And they still got needs.
Funny besides me.
They got needs, just like everybody else.
They don't all got age.
No, I said they got needs.
Oh, they got needs. Yes.
See, yeah, look, he's so sympathetic to that. I think that's crazy.
Let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight.
Can we talk about Raw and SmackDown?
You rather have sex with a girl who's homeless, right? Compared to girls like, you know what though, I need this help, and because like welfare, all of this, and somebody to get them to the next level.
So you rather a broke bitch then? You rather somebody
She's homeless.
You rather somebody needs help.
She's homeless.
Well, technically, you guys are in the same boat though, because they both need help, but homeless people need
We
help.
gotta finish, son.
You have sex with homeless girls,
So do you rather somebody who's retarded or somebody who?
No, don't use that word.
No. They just take the next level. They had some argument now.
Don't use that word.
I can tell that how you know I'm right because you added some next dynamic to it.
Don't use that word. Don't use that word. Don't use that word.
Who's not that smart or somebody who's
Because she's not that smart because at the time period she needed assistance from the government and at the turn say, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of this to help me get to the next level because right now I don't have it. Compared to a person that says that I give her everything, I'd rather beg for help.
See, but we're gonna move on. But my only thing with like the government assistant thing is like there has to be like there comes to a point where you can't use that as a crutch either. Like, and I feel like no, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying in general, just so that it's a known thing.
Yo, I know this white lady from Jersey. She has her own house now. She comes in from the train to here, takes the R, the Q, and the 4.
And you proud of a woman?
Wait, let me finish. She gets her she asks for her coins. She does it in a rush hour, both rush hours, and she goes right back to just make money instead of getting.
So you're saying this though. Son. So you're saying this. You rather deal with someone who basically lied because they refuse to pay tax and all of that.
That's what your bitch doing.
Because she's asking for help right at the moment.
But she's actually going out there to get it. So you're not getting that part.
She's lying to people. This is why people like
she's getting the money herself.
You're proud of that shit? You're proud of brag?
But hold up. Stop.
You're proud
we gotta continue. Hold on, wait, stop. We gotta talk about Raw and
Your
SmackDown.
morals, son. Your morals is backwards, son.
I like wrestlers.
You like liars.
Why am she paying the full mentality about the money and everything?
Yo, my son, matter of fact, don't ever talk about paying full, B. You don't.
Wait, you never watched it.
I did. I thought
you only watched Paramount part.
To it.
And that's not watching Pain and Full.
Because like how we asked about the movie, you didn't get the whole gist of it.
Yo, can we stop? Can we finish? Cause I gotta go, son.
You and me both, because I'm starving. So Raw this week, we're gonna wheel it back.
Nasty nigga, B.
So we're gonna wheel it back. Raw 2 episodes. Now let's talk about Raw this week. I think it was very solid. Oh, now you need notes.
Who's Michael Chi and Colin?
The guys from SNL. There was like the backstage thing. It was like the backstage thing that they did.
That's new way to spell Sherry.
What, CHE?
What is he? Is he African?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Nigerian?
He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's from Nigeria. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the live feed on YouTube, we just had a phenomenal match between two men who were passionate about their broke women. Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't deal with broke women.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, it was phenomenal. But we're gonna move on right now, like Janelle from HR said.
You never messed with a broke bitch?
Come on, let's not go.
Broke. Probably my early years, but now no. Like,
So don't say you never messed with a broke bitch, because that's not true.
I don't mess with them.
I never mess with them.
Like all the girls that I talk to or deal with, they have good job with benefits.
Nobody.
No, okay. I'm not, hey.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 ups and 2 downs because Janelle's a little tired right now from this.
Yo, Faye Jackson was in a condo line with Noah Jose.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's actually super dope.
So we're going to continue on right now, and I'm going to give you my 2 ups and my 2 downs. My 2 ups has to go to Triple H addressing Batista.
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Triple H addressing Batista. I felt the passion in his eyes. I saw it, and the passion in his voice. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Every fan promo class 101 this past week on Raw. And if you disagree, please go back to the videotape because it is by far one of the most passionate promos in a long time. We're now next coming up Raw this week. A face-to-face is happening, so we'll see.
And my other up was Ronda Rousey attacking Becky Lynch. The reason why I enjoyed that, it was fun.
I like when women destroying each other.
It was fun.
Lord, this one always systematically.
It was fun. My down was.
I can't do that.
My down was it would have to be the Shield reuniting again. I'm a little over that. And also Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin defeat.
We're not doing the rest of the show with that voice.
Finn Balor, Baron Strowman, Braun Strowman, and Kurt Angle. I really didn't like that match. It wasn't one of my favorites, and that's my down.
Oh Lord.
My ups and downs is actually I really have no downs for this. I just felt like the pacing was good when I rewatched it when I actually was up. Like I feel the pacing was good. Everything was good about Raw. Like it gave me shades of the Ruthless Aggression era, how the pacing was, and I really enjoyed it. But the one thing I'm kind of getting tired of is like Baron Corbin. I think that's my biggest down. Baron Corbin, everything he does is annoying. Like I just feel like
He's doing a good job as a heel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's doing his job.
No. There is Carter doing a good job as a heel. That's a heel right there.
No, but
I hate him. I hate him.
Do you not like Baron Corbin?
No, I don't like him. Period.
So then he's doing.
No, I don't like his character. Not because he's a heel. Because
what?
He's not convincing at his heel. Like, yo, I can't take a man seriously who wrestles as an express manager. Like, when I make my creative character, I never put my guy in express thing. He's not relatable. I don't like him. Like, I don't know him personally, though. But him as a wrestler, though, he's probably a great guy. You know, I probably would do smoke with him. He's probably a great guy. But wrestling-wise, I don't like him. Anything that's like, he's just annoying. I liked him better when, like, he was like, he had like the vest? Not the vest, but we had the shirt on. I think that was the best version of Baron Corbin, shirt Baron Corbin.
So, shirt Baron Corbin is a plus.
Yes.
Vest and button-up Baron Corbin, not so much. Neither was Kane when he did that shit, but
I didn't like it.
Niggas soaked that shit up like it was biscuit.
Not me.
I didn't say you.
Not I, says Mr. Blacc. Not I.
I didn't say you. I'm just saying.
But overall, it's just like, it's not like how I dislike Darius Carter. Because like he's like one of the great. I hate him. But yeah, I respect his work. Every time I go in the ring.
So how come you not respect Baron Corbin's work? I mean,
he's trash. I'm sorry, he's not convincing.
Not trash.
I don't care.
Let's take away the outfit. He's not trash.
Okay. Okay, if he went back to shirt Baron Corbin, little fitted shirt, yes, I'll start liking him again because I can't believe that you let this guy in an H&M manager outfit beat you to me.
That's the point.
No, that's trash. When Kane wasn't
The
slacks,
live feed.
Let's leave it off.
Okay.
You sure?
All right. As you were saying about Baron Corbin.
that's one going down though. Everything else was cool.
You really enjoyed Ronda's little snippet?
I enjoyed it. It was what it was is I love what they're doing right now, and they're blurring the lines, and they're faking breaking kayfabe, and then she's really pissed off about stuff, and like she's showing emotion. I hate the way she walks. I absolutely hate the way.
That's not believable.
But everything else I thought it was fun. It was well done, and Charlotte getting some quality Latin penis because that glow is there.
Shit is hit, yo, especially on SmackDown. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
she's truly
it's like,
happy.
hello.
She's truly happy right now. What's going on? I'm really enjoying it. But we can move on to SmackDown.
All right. As everyone knows, Daniel Bryan opened SmackDown this week with his kind of a state of address of his title match this week and against Kevin Owens. What were your thoughts on SmackDown this week, guys?
The SmackDown was awesome. And once again, you know, everything was up and up.
The biggest up is your new United States champion, Samoa Joe.
It was my turn. It wasn't your turn.
I didn't care. It's Joe.
No, yeah, it was good, like you said.
Everything was good. I have no complaints. Everything was, I don't know, just SmackDown, what they're doing there is really good. You know, I don't like the fact that Mandy Rose keep on beating in my boo, Naomi. That ain't right though. But she don't get her revenge soon. I feel like that's because she don't cost her the match for against Asuka. I think that's where they're going with to continue that storyline because they've been beefing for too long. And I feel like it's not even beef no more. It's just like it's on site. There's levels to beef.
Hilarious. Oh, just like there's levels to broke bitches. We know. We've established there are levels to that.
No. I gotta bring this out. There's. You know what? I ain't gonna argue with you no more. Listen, if you have sex with homeless girls and you enjoy it,
Okay, let's cut the show off.
Wait. Well, those that have watched on YouTube land, we did a pre-show just for the live. So next time, try to catch us on the live feed at the Jabba Tears Podcast Instagram page. As a reminder, we are having our Fastlane viewing party. The boys will be there, and the lovely Felicia will be hosting at Legend. So make sure you are there. Happy early birthday! Shout out to Jonathan and to Ness. Hope you gentlemen enjoy this weekend at Legend, celebrating your birthday. And anyone that ever wants to come out for a viewing party and celebrate your birthday, hit us up. We'll definitely show some love for that. As always, WrestleMania is quickly approaching, so make sure if you are in the New York City area during WrestleMania week to hit us up. Like, we definitely can all meet up for drinks, do things outside of wrestling, but also maybe meet up at a few shows as well. So once again, March 30th is our brunch and video game hosted by no other than LAX. And then recently announced our WrestleMania 35 viewing party will be hosted by no other than Al Snow himself. So we're told you guys doing bigger and better things this year. So we hope to see everyone in the next few weeks. As always, I am Janelle from HR and Sir Wilkins and Mr. Blacc and Leo in the background. We thank you guys so much for always tuning in. Make sure to subscribe on the YouTube page and tell a friend to tell a friend. #Black Excellence. #we're out.
It's the Jabba's Tears Podcast.